doing? I hope you're having a good day, and if not, I hope I can make it a little better. It's the new year, so it's time to set some new art goals. So normally at this point, I would show you my 2024 goals that I made in here, but I had a pretty big life change last year where I became my mother's full-time carer. As the job title suggests, it took up a lot of my time, so a lot of the goals I set for 2024, I wasn't able to meet. And as much as I'm happy to tell you that, I don't really want to show you the goals individually. But if you do want to look up what goals I failed to meet, you can look for the 2024 art goals video. And I think at this point, I should say it's okay if you don't meet all your goals, because life happens. Sometimes it gets in the way. Trying is what really matters, and knowing that you can reset and try again, which is what I'm going to do. And hopefully this time I'll meet them. So I've already sketched out how I want my page to look, and I want it to be inspired by these cute crab drawings I did the other day. I'm using my Ohuhu marker pen sketchbook, so I do want to use my Ohuhu markers in it. So first of all, I want to do a green wash of this page, and I want it to be a light green to echo the pastel coloration of the crabs on the other side. Ideally, I would go in with a green Ohuhu pastel marker. However, my Ohuhu markers are a little old, and I think I'd end up using up all of my green if I did try this. So I thought it would be fun to use a light green wash with one of my Diamine inks that I got in the 2024 Inkvent calendar. So I've got the pine needle ink, which I think I called the froggy ink. It's the one with green and yellow glitter in, but I'm watering it down so much that I don't think any of the glitter will transfer. I'm a little bit anxious about doing a wash with it because it is a water-based ink and I am watering it down even more, and this is alcohol marker paper, but I think just a little bit of liquid won't upset the paper too much. And the brush I'm using is just a flat brush from the Artful watercolour haul that I unboxed in 2024. Okay, the wash is all dried now, and I really like the effect it's created. Yeah, it's a little patchy, but that is the effect that is created when you use watercolour inks. Alcohol inks tend to be smooth, whereas water-based inks can be a little bit blobby. But I don't mind that. I think it's really cute and what I was going for. But now I am going to go in with some alcohol markers to colour in these boxes. My finished boxes, and I know what you're saying. You're saying, Rachel, it's so pale I can't read it. But that's okay, because we're now going to do inking, so you can finally see what my goals are. And I thought to tie everything in, I would use a green ink. So I figured, let's use this green pine needle ink with my Sailor Hocoro dip pen to have a go at inking. And don't worry if you haven't caught the names of everything I've been using. I will put a list in the description box below. But let's go in. I'm really excited to do this. So first of all, I'm just writing out the title for the page, and I think I'm pretty pants at calligraphy. It's a skill I definitely need to practice, though it is not one of this year's goals. However, I have discovered if you sketch out your words first, possibly measure out the spaces, that's what I did to make sure that nothing looked too oversized or undersized, that really helps. And I've just gone in with something really simple. Neat capital letters, but with serif on the end. The serifs are the little lines and notches, like you could see on the two. There's the one at the top and the one at the bottom. That's what a serif is. I think they always make things look smart. And also, I've broken the lines a little bit. It's a stylistic choice, and it also hides any shaky hand you might have. That's my recommendation if you've got a bit of a shaky hand. Break the lines, make it into a stylistic choice. Okay, so on to my first goal, and it is maintain a tidy workspace. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad you can't see what the rest of my workspace looks like because it's a dump. I need to tidy it up, even if just a little bit. I'm not somebody who's like ultra tidy, but right now the messiness is oppressive, you know? It feels like it's crushing the creativity rather than allowing it to bloom. So this year I definitely want to see if I can find some storage solutions so that my art supplies aren't all just piled up on top of my printer and on the floor. And here I'm outlining the box using a vine pattern to mimic the flowers that are growing out of the hermit crab's pot on the other side of the page. And now we move on to goal number 2, which is to start a new comic. Yes, you're going to stop hearing me talking about companions very soon as I'm putting it on hiatus. I just have to admit that people aren't interested in it. Though I have spent years working on it, it feels churlish to continue putting that much effort into a project that people aren't interested in. You still will be able to read it if you visit my link tree. The link is in the description box below. And also, you'll be able to read it on my Patreon. So it's not going anywhere, it's just not going to be updated anymore. I am quite excited about the new comic I am planning. Hopefully it will be more interesting to you. I'll talk more about it at a later date. So goal number 3 is to try fountain pen inks as liners and washes in my watercolour and marker art. And I suppose I'm doing that today already, so that's a good start. I really enjoyed the effects that the inks had, either using them neat or watering them down when I played with them during Diamine Inkvent 2024. So I think they would be perfect to include in my usual roster, as I think the materials I use most so far are watercolour and alcohol marker pens. I look forward to see the new art I can create with them, and I suppose I can already tick this box off. Woohoo! On to goal number 4, and that is make a painting with gouache. Well, hopefully make more than one painting with gouache because I like it, but either way, I want to have a go at using gouache. I've seen other people's gouache paintings and they look really cute and something that my style would suit, so there's only one way to find out, and that's to have a go. Next up is goal number 5, and it is paint more Chaucer cats. They are the medieval cats I started painting last year. I really enjoyed painting them, but I had to stop because life got a little bit crazy, but I really want to return to it as there are many more Geoffrey Chaucer characters that need to be painted, and I'd really like to turn them into a print series when I'm done, but the only way I can do that is to actually finish painting them. Please let me know if you'd like to see me paint one as a video. Now on to my final goal, which is the biggest and most important one for me, and I think can easily be translated into a goal that you too can take on, because it really is a very important message. For me, it is don't compare my achievements with creatives who aren't also full-time carers. But for you, in general, it could be don't compare your achievements with other people. We're all on our own journeys and we're all gonna take our own time to get to where we want to be. whether we like it or not. It's really easy to see people on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, wherever, being amazing and achieving all the goals that you would like to achieve, but you don't know their circumstances. They might have more free time, more money than you to do this, you don't know, and it's only going to hurt yourself to compare. You have your own responsibilities and they do or don't have theirs. And sometimes having to fulfill your responsibilities are going to be more important than making that beautiful picture that's going to get loads of likes on social media. I know it really sucks to hear, because quite frankly, it kind of sucks for me to accept, but right now it is what it is. For me, I have to look after my mum, and that has to come first, even if that is slowing down my own creative journey. But I know at some point I will be able to get back on track, and I'll feel proud of myself that I managed both. And I know you will feel proud of yourself if you manage to achieve your dreams on your own schedule. So once again, please don't compare yourself to other people. Promise me you won't do that, okay? Promise? Promise? Good. And now I'm just adding a bit of texture and some flowers to the grass to give it a bit of extra dimension. I think it turned out cute that way, but you don't have to add that if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. So here I have my Spring Meadow themed 2025 art goals list. And I think it looks really cute. If you fancy trying this layout, please let me know. If you share it on Instagram or Threads or even Blue Sky, which I'm on now, please do feel free to @ me at Enchanted Violin so I can see how your layout looks. And please do feel free to tell me what your 2025 art goals are in the comments section below, because I'm always curious to know what other people's art goals are. Well, thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. I'd love to know what your favourite part was. If you could leave a comment in the comment section below. If you could like, subscribe, turn on all notifications and share this video, that would be amazing. You can follow me at Enchanted Violin on Instagram, TikTok, Threads and Blue Sky. Links will be in the description box below, as well as links to my online comic companions and hopefully in the future my new comic. I'll see you next time for more. Bye!